The iPhone X has been out for a little over a year now, and it's the thing that I have carried in my pocket since the day it came out. But now that we have the iPhone XS, XS Max, and the XR, should you still consider buying this one-year-old iPhone? What's up guys, I'm Benji from Benji Tech and welcome back to another video. So as I just said, the iPhone X has been my daily driver, thing in my pocket, whatever you want to call it, for over a year now. And it is definitely the best iPhone I have ever owned. In fact, it's that good that I've decided to keep it as my main phone probably until the iPhone 11 or whatever it's going to be called comes out next year. So how has the iPhone X held up in the year I've owned it? Well, durability-wise, it's actually held up pretty okay. The stainless steel and glass design have been pretty durable so far, even though the back glass on mine shows a few micro scratches and a few tiny cracks, but the glass is still fully intact regardless of me dropping it a couple of times, and the stainless steel band is a little scratched, but that's because of a hard plastic case I used. Quick tip, do not use a hard plastic case for your iPhone X, because it will ruin your stainless steel. Plus, mine is the black stainless steel, which means it can't even be fixed, so there's that. But not all is lost. You could fix it by sticking an extreme skin on. Sorted. Not sponsored. But in April of this year, something pretty bad happened to my iPhone X. The glass on the back camera lens actually broke. I was super annoyed because I didn't even drop the phone the day it happened, which was really weird. Anyway, I went to Apple to get it replaced and they told me that would have cost £500 or something like that to fix it. So I made the stupid dumb decision to take the cheap route and fix it myself. I failed, I tried again, I failed again, and yeah, that was a bad idea because I made it worse. I damaged the image stabilization. It was a nightmare. But prior to the rear camera lens breaking, I noticed that the phone got hot a lot. Like sometimes it got so hot that you could barely touch it. And that was bad. It even got temperature warnings a couple of times, which is really bad. Now, I'm not saying that the broken camera lens was caused by the overheating, but it might have been, as I didn't recall dropping the phone the day I noticed the crack. Anyway, I went to Apple, told them about the overheating, and without even looking at the cracked camera lens, they actually gave me a full replacement for free, which was awesome of them. Like, Apple customer service is A+. Unless they tell you that you're gonna have to pay $500 to fix your phone, but that's besides the point. So apart from that little hiccup, I didn't really have any other issues except from one, and that is the battery life. Battery life hasn't really been great, to be honest, and it's gotten worse with iOS 12.1. I used to get about a full day's use out of it, with about 20% at the end of the day during the iOS 12 beta, but since I've updated to iOS 12.2, I'm only getting about half a day's use now. But that doesn't really matter because I have my phone on a wireless charger pretty much all day anyway. I have heard Snapchat actually drains battery like crazy. I've tried deleting it and the battery life did improve a little, but still not drastically. All issues aside, the rest of the experience has actually been pretty good. Face ID has only failed a couple of times in the past year, which is great, and thanks to iOS 12 it's gotten a lot faster and a lot more accurate than it was the day I got it. I love how seamless Face ID is and how I barely think about it anymore or even notice it. It's great for things like auto-filling passwords, Apple Pay, authentication for apps like the banking app I use and PayPal. Overall, even though it's technically slower than Touch ID, it's been really good and it is miles better than Touch ID and even faster than Touch ID in a lot of ways. I must say, it is sometimes a struggle when you're using it in direct sunlight with some sunglasses on, but other than that, I've not really had many issues with it, unless of course my siblings steal my phone and just look at it 5 times, then I have to put in the passcode, but that's besides the point. The display on the iPhone X still looks amazing and is still one of my favorite iPhone displays ever. Yes, it's better than the XR because it's OLED, and I've had no issues with the display at all. The notch still hasn't gone away, but I've learned to embrace it and get used to it. And let me be completely honest here, unless you're watching a video or a movie, you won't really notice it. I mean, At least it doesn't have a face, right?
The speakers are exceptionally good, and I've never really needed them to be louder than what they are. I've also really been enjoying fast and wireless charging. Fast charging is really good when you need to get a quick charge, and I love the convenience of wireless charging. I just wish it were a little bit faster. Anyway, software-wise, iOS 12 has been incredibly good. It's been stable with barely any bugs apart from the battery life, of course, and it's made my phone faster than the day I got it, which is awesome. Usually Apple slows down phones every year, and they've not done that with the iPhone 10 at all. I've also been enjoying all of the new features like screen time, Siri shortcuts, group notifications, and of course, who could forget Memoji? iOS 12 has basically made my iPhone 10 feel brand new, which is one of the reasons why I'm actually thinking of not switching to any new phone this year.
Everything else aside, what I've enjoyed the most about the iPhone 10 and my favorite iPhone 10 feature is definitely the cameras. I've pretty much replaced my camera now with my iPhone 10. In fact, some of the videos that I've actually posted on this channel have been completely shot on my iPhone 10. For example, my OnePlus 3T in 2018 video, that was entirely shot on the iPhone 10. And the ability to shoot 4K at 60 until I run out of storage on the iPhone 10 is amazing. There's no Android phone on the market that does that right now. Yes, you can shoot 4K at 60, but only for a short period of time. And pairing the iPhone 10 with a good gimbal makes it an insanely good camera. Of course, it's not DSLR level, but it's still really, really good. I love the fact that this has two lenses so I can zoom in without losing any quality. Google. And the iPhone 10 is also great at taking pictures. Portrait mode in the iPhone 10 is so amazing, and so is its HDR. And portrait lighting has gotten a lot better since iOS 12 came out, especially the stage light effects. The front-facing camera has been doing really well too. The portrait mode works a lot better than it did when it first came out, and video from the front-facing camera is really good as well, and I have used the front-facing camera in some videos on the channel as well. And overall, this takes some of the best photos and videos of any smartphone on the market today. So in conclusion, is the iPhone 10 still worth it after a year of its release? Definitely yes. It's still one of the best smartphones of the year, and the awesome thing is it's even cheaper than the iPhone XR depending on where you get it from. You can get an iPhone 10 on a contract here in the UK for less than £50 a month, and in the US you can get it for less than $40 a month, which is insane. And you can also get it on eBay for under £750 here in the UK and under $700 in the US. And I mean, you get an extra camera, an OLED display, 3D touch, and better materials in the iPhone XR for much cheaper. Yes, you're trading off the better camera on the XR, even though it's a single lens. You're trading off better Face ID, you're trading off the amount of colors. But I mean, this is a little bit cheaper than the iPhone XR, and it has some features that the iPhone XR doesn't have. And an awesome advantage of getting the iPhone 10 instead of an Android phone is you'll actually be able to get software updates every few months as soon as they come out, and it's probably going to have software support for the next 5 to 6 years, which means the iPhone 10 will probably run iOS 16, maybe even iOS 17. And I'm sure in that period of time, the iPhone 10 will age exceptionally well. I will drop a couple of links where you can get an iPhone 10 for a pretty good deal in the description below, and they are affiliate links, so if you do use my link, then part of the money you spend will actually go and support the channel so that I can make more awesome videos like this one.
Are you sick and tired of being tracked by every single website you ever visit? Have you ever thought if there was a way to block them all and just have internet freedom? Well, have I got the solution for you. Introducing PureVPN. Unlike other VPNs, PureVPN is available on pretty much any platform you can think of. Everything from macOS to Windows to iOS and Android, and even Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and a load more. Heck, it even works with some Wi-Fi routers. PureVPN is fast, reliable, safe, and super easy to use. And the best thing is, it's really, really affordable. In fact, it's even more affordable when you use my link, which is in the description below. You can get 70% off when you sign up today, which is awesome. Thank you so much to PureVPN for supporting the channel and helping me make more awesome videos like this one.
Anyway, that was pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you can let me know by smashing that like button down below. If you for some reason now hate me and you think I'm too much of an Apple fanboy, that other button works as well. If you have any questions or anything, you can drop them in the comment section below. And if you're new around here and you haven't already, be sure to smash the subscribe button down below and ring the bell so then you'll be notified every time I upload a video. You can get to my videos early and you won't miss an upload. If you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and buy some awesome t-shirts, hoodies, backpacks. I do sell merch, so the link will be in the description below. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Benji from Tech, and I'll catch you guys in the very next video.